Good morning, everyone. Today, I'll discuss about nonverbal. Take note, guys, that nonverbal communication is the transfer of information, such as feelings, attitudes, and intentions, without, of course, using spoken or written words. Research suggests, guys, uh, it accounts for a 60%, it accounts for 60% to 90% of human communication contexts, acting as a continuous stream of cues that reinforce, clarify, or contradict spoken languages. Okay? And there are channels of nonverbal communications that we have to remember. And what are those? We have here facial expressions, body movements, and posture, eye contact, paralinguistics, proxemics, haptics, and also physical appearance. Okay? So in this slide, you look at the slide, says there as an additional to the definition of nonverbal communication. It says here that it is the process of sending and receiving messages without using spoken or written words. It also includes facial expressions, body movements, eye contact, gesture, posture, and tone of voice. These are the channels of communications, okay, of nonverbal communications. And it says in this slide that people use nonverbal communication every day to express their emotions, attitudes, and intentions. Okay, so uh, let us have this one. Let me explain nonverbal communication as a process. Okay, let me explain it further. So, communication, guys, take note that it is not just about what you say, but how you express it physically and vocally. Nonverbal cues often carry more emotional weight and sincerity than spoken words. Okay, through the use of the different channels that I mentioned a while ago, these are the channels of nonverbal communications. Okay, and here it says there people use nonverbal communication every day to express their emotions, attitudes, and intentions. Take note also that nonverbal signals reveal in it reveal internal states automatically, and then in expressing your emotion, for example, you're very angry, anger might present as clenched fist, while nervousness shows through fidgeting or avoiding eye contact. Okay, and for the attitudes, it shapes how often or it shapes how others also perceive our openness. Okay, how are we dealing with people? Okay, how do we deal with them? Okay, so cross arm postures can signal a close attitude, while nodding signals interest and agreement. Okay, for nonverbal actions, guys, often reveal what someone is about to do or wants before they speak. Okay, and then take note that nonverbal cues can also validate spoken words. Okay, next, let's have another slide. So we have here learning types of nonverbal communication. It's enumerated here. It was mentioned a while ago. Okay, so I have given examples also here. So take note that in facial expression, your face is the primarily or the primary communicator of emotion, because whatever you feel, it shows in your, of course, it shows in your face. So micro expressions. Okay. Take note of this one. Transmit your immediate reactions before you even have a chance to put them into words. And then for body language, it reveals your, of course, internal state and attitude. An upright, open posture conveys authority and engagement, while slumping or crossing your arms can signal insecurity, defensiveness, or fatigue. Okay? For the eye contact, maintaining an eye contact or steady eye contact, of course, it establishes trust and connection. However, guys, balance is the key. Avoiding eye contact can make someone appear disinterested or deceptive, whereas staring intensely without breaking away can feel intimidating or unnatural. Okay, for your gesture, hand motions add rhythm and structure to spoken language also. Descriptive gesture, guys, like holding your hands apart to show other things or to show size, clarify spoken points, while emblem gesture like thumbs up or waving, okay, carry standard action or meaning without any speech at all. Or I mean, it can carry a standalone, no? By just showing thumbs up, meaning without any speech, and even if you will not be uttering such word, so it can stand alone. It could carry already such meaning. Okay, thumbs up, meaning to say you are agreeing. Okay. Next, for para languages, or I mean paralinguistics, focuses not on what you say, but how you vocalize it, adjusting your pitch, of course, to high to low, and then volume to loud and soft. Okay? Pace can be fast or slow, or emphasis can completely alter the meaning or perceived emotion behind the exact same set of words. Okay? So let's have another one. Importance of nonverbal communication. It says here that mm, nonverbal communication plays a vital role in effective communication because it strengthens and supports verbal messages. It helps people express emotions that may be difficult. It also builds and trust, improves relationship, and helps listener understand the message. So what do we mean by this, guys? Uh, First one, take note that nonverbal cues act as an amplifier for spoken language. For instance, guys, take note, giving a thumbs up while saying great job, or gesturing with open hands while making an important point makes the spoken message more convincing, powerful, also memorable, and impactful. Okay. For the second sentence, it says there it helps people express emotions that may be difficult. Okay. What do we mean by that one? Words alone often fail to capture deep or nuanced emotions. Cues like comforting pat on the back, a compassionate look, of course, and hesitant sigh convey sympathy, grief, anxiety, or even excitement far more quickly and genuinely than verbal explanations can. And for the third one, it also builds trust, improves relationship, okay, and help. Okay, yeah, this is the this is the line that I have to explain. It also build and trust improves relationship. So what does it mean? Authenticity is communicated non-verbally when your body language matches your words, such as maintaining steady eye contact and an open posture. It fosters transparency, rapport, and mutual respect in both professional and personal settings. And the last one, it helps listeners understand the message. What do we mean by that? Cues like nodding, facial responses, or changes in vocal tone act as a real-time feedback. So therefore, they help the listener decode the speakers through the true intent of the speaker and even his mood and emphasis, preventing misunderstanding and keeping the conversation flowing smoothly. Okay, so let's move on. Let's have the next slide. Examples of nonverbal communication every day. We're always using nonverbal communication, not only in school, but also in our workplace and even with our personal relationships. So in school, students raise their hand or their hands to signal a desire to speak without interrupting class, while teachers smile also or nod to validate answers and encourage further participation. So even without you uttering some just words, no, you just use nonverbal communication. And then for in the workplace, a firm handshake, steady eye contact, and upright posture during an interview or presentation project professionalism, self-assurance, and competence also. In personal relationship, gestures like the one here, hugging or holding hands also, smiling, maintaining warm eye contact, build intimacy, offer not only intimacy but could also offer comfort and demonstrate affective demonstrate affection or even support. Okay, and then for public speaking context, so take note that during public speaking, presenters rely on open gestures, dynamic facial expressions, and strategic stage movement to hold audience attention. They have to, of course, catch the attentions of the audience. They have to hook the interest of the audience so that the audience would also listen to them. So they have to highlight key takeaways and deliver compelling presentation on their part. Okay, so that's it. So here, what would be our takeaways in the discussion? It says here, nonverbal communication is an essential part of daily life because it helps people express feelings, support spoken words, and understand others more effectively. Paying attention to body language, facial expressions, or eye contact and tone of voice can improve communication, strengthen relationship, and reduce misunderstandings, which is also correct. Okay, so if you know how to communicate well, you could avoid problems, you could avoid rapport, conflict, and could, of course, develop good rapport and good relationship to others. Okay. And what else? Remember, actions often communicate more powerfully than words, making nonverbal communication a key skill for personal, academic, and professional success. So take note, guys, that nonverbal communication is silent, the salient yet powerful. I mean, nonverbal communication is the silent, yes, yet powerful foundation of all human interaction. Okay. While spoken or written words convey specific facts, nonverbal cues ranging from facial expressions, those that I mentioned a while ago earlier, posture like the eye contact, gesture, and tone of voice reveal the underlying emotions, attitudes, true intentions beyond those words. So mastering this guy's cues enhances clarity, builds authentic trust in professional and personal relationships that we have in our community. Okay? It shows our relationship to others also and ensures that your spoken message aligns seamlessly with the impact you intend to make. Okay? So, guys, take note that in every interaction, do we need what we do not say often speaks louder than we do. So by becoming conscious of our own non-verbal signals and attentive to this of others, we transform basic talking into true, meaningful communication. Okay, so I hope you are able to see how important really is communication. Okay, you may use not only verbal, but also you could use nonverbal in expressing your thoughts, your emotions, and your feelings. Okay, guys, so thank you for listening today. I hope you learned something. Bye, everyone.